good afternoon, good evening, all that good stuff. Before we start anything today, I'd like to say for most of my videos or most of the content I shall be producing, I will try as much as I possibly can to not discuss religion, race, sexual preferences or bias. So if you're gay, straight, non-binary, whatever, I'll try not to discuss that. Also, I will try to keep it as plain as possible and family friendly as well as possible. Now, the name is Kevlar Kes, Team Kevlar Fitness, which is mental, dietary, and physical fitness. Today, I would like to discuss something that's very important, which is a key to the physical, but it's more important for the mental. I'd like to talk about the WAP and the FAP. You know what the WAP is, you know what the FAP is. If you don't know what the WAP is the wet female body part. If you don't know what the FAP is, the FAP is the finishing yourself off, the self-help happy ending per se. So this video is aimed at and is directed to men who are in heterosexual relationships, men who like women. Now, I would like you, this is my suggestion for you and to you, I would like you to have a 90-day transformation process. If you can, I suggest to you 90 days, no WAP, no FAP. I'll say it again. 90 days, no chasing the WAP, and no FAP. So no self-love, no happy ending, no self-help, nothing sexual for at least 90 days. Here are the 10 benefits of staying off the WAP and the FAP for 90 days. Number one, you actually elevate your testosterone levels. You boost your T levels very high. That one, no need to explain that to you. Number two, it gives you a clean, clear focus on your purpose. You know what you want to do, you know where you're going to, you know exactly what you're aiming for. It gives you a whole different perspective, a whole different focus on your thing. You're no longer chasing tail here, chasing tail there, looking at this video here or there. You have your goals, you have your drive, you have your purpose, you have your grind. You're going for it. You've got the focus. We're looking for that. Number three, you start to treat women differently. What that means is, whether it's conscious, unconscious, you start to talk and act towards women in a different way because you're not looking for the wife. You now tend to have conversations differently. You now see situations differently. You now stop being too nice to women. Because more than half the time that men are being nice, they are being too nice in the hopes that if I try and impress this woman one way, shape, and or form, she might give me the goods. Number four, it battles ED. For those of you who don't know what ED means erectile dysfunction. Now, many years ago, before the pornography craze, ED was highly prevalent in older men. Now, with the arrival of having sex on your phone, having sex everywhere you turn to, there's a fantasization. I won't call it a bastardization. There's this unrealistic standard for sex. So when men watch heterosexual sex on videos and everywhere else, what they don't seem to realize is you're watching paid actors and actresses who are paid to do things this way, that way, and the other. Even if sometimes their sex is actually acting, which is their moans are fake, this and that is not as real as it is. So when you see, say, for 90% of your time, of your sexual time, you see it in a virtual realm, the 10% when it comes to the reality, you are unconsciously still stuck there. It's the same comparison with watching a horror movie. You know it's fake. You know it's not real. You know it's all acted. There's a CG here. There's all this. There's a guy in a camera in a suit doing something. But in the back of your head, you still get scared. That's the same thing. Number 5, you stop getting depressed and anxious. Depression and anxiety comes when you've had the happy ending, the unnatural happy ending, which is basically the self-help. When you go and help yourself, rub one out per se, you get happy, you're high for 20 minutes, half an hour, but then your levels drop. So your levels spike up, but then they drop, and they drop lower than they normally would. So comes the depression, comes the body image, comes all these things. And that's something we need to work on. Just realizing and controlling that aspect for yourself, it's a great thing. Now, number 6, your energy levels spike up. Your energy levels spike up. Before you realize it, you're so hyper, you're so active, you have so much energy, just because you've not done the WAP or the FAP. You're so pumped, you want to go for a run, you want to exercise, you want to compete, you want to do something. This is where it goes back to number 2. You have your focus, you're going. Use all that energy in the right direction. That's what I want you to do. Number 7, you become less desensitized. Again, this goes with the ED. You get less desensitized. You have a better connection with the sexual opposites, the persons you are attracted to. It stops becoming about sex. It stops becoming about, oh, I want to. It stops becoming about that. You start to get to know, this is a person, this is a human being, this is what they are, this is who they're about. These are the likes, the dislikes, the everything. Number 8, it increases your metabolism. When your metabolism increases, your body fat levels drop, which is also a good thing for your energy and your T levels. Number 9, your libido is increased, which is your, for lack of a better term, your oomph, your mojo is increased. The last but not the least is same as everything else. When you do not rub one out, when you do not have your happy ending for more than 7 days, your testosterone levels increase 45%. So just imagine how much energy you have in doing this. Now, I'm not saying a happy ending is bad. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. To each their own. Some will say it's good to do it once a week or twice a week. Some will say none whatsoever, depending on your preferences, depending on what it is. But 2 things you want to control as a man. 2 things you want to have power over are your dietary urge and your sexual urge. You want to be able to control your sex crave. Once you've got that on lock, once you can say no, I don't want to have sex, you elevate yourself your mental power goes up. Once you say, okay, no, I'm not hungry, I don't want that sugar, I don't want that biscuit, I don't want that whatever, I'm good. That strengthens you. If you can control your diet, control your sexual urge, you are a better person, I say. If you need me, message me, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any questions about anything, lifestyle, life skills, any situation you'd want to know about, or anything private that you have questions about and you want to keep it anonymous, send me a private message. You have my details. Other than that, it's been emotional. Peace.